breaking news related to the health of the monarch Charles of England. The first images after his medical diagnosis have recently been made public. This happened just over an hour ago, precisely when he was meeting with his son Harry, who has returned from the United States for a serious conversation with his father. The images leave no doubt, indicating that he has been photographed for the first time since his diagnosis became public and after his meeting with Prince Harry, which lasted less than an hour. This would suggest that a reconciliation in such a short time is unlikely. One can only imagine what they may have discussed. It is reported that Charles was seen smiling as he and Camilla Parker were transferred from their residence in London Clarence House to Buckingham Palace. However, it's worth noting that they were flown by helicopter to Sandringham in Norfolk, indicating the extensive security measures that have been implemented. It is important to observe that Prince Harry arriving at Clarence House seems very concerned about the situation given his father's diagnosis. This is understandable, as any family discord takes a backseat when a serious illness like cancer affects the family. I don't say this solely in reference to the British royal family, but believe that any family facing issues or disputes can resolve them through conversation, it seems. This has been the case for Harry, who traveled alone without any trace of Meghan Markle. The Duke of Sussex arrived at the airport this morning, and the images show a series of high-end vehicles, including several Range Rover discoveries, which were part of Prince Harry's convoy. Apparently, Charles personally called his son to inform him about his cancer diagnosis. Prince Harry flew from Los Angeles to visit King Charles of England. Take note of the extensive police presence after Harry's landing at Heathrow Airport. Shortly after noon, the convoy left the airport. The images are recent, and what they clearly show is the son's concern for his father. An unprecedented security deployment has been carried out to preserve privacy and, above all, to ensure that Harry arrived on time to meet with his father. Just one day after the diagnosis was made public, it's important to note that along with this heightened security for Prince Harry's arrival in the UK, there seems to have been a significant shift in the British monarchy institution regarding Harry. On one hand, he chose to travel alone without Meghan to avoid complicating the meeting with his father. On the other hand, the British monarchy has decided not to withdraw the security they had been disputing in court and from which he was completely devoid. They have now reinstated security for him, which is a surprising development. Let's wait and see if Nostradamus' theory is confirmed, which asserts that eventually a monarch will reign in England who never imagined they would be king. Here I pause, but there is talk of the possibility of Harry becoming the new monarch of England. He arrived at the airport and reached there at noon in a luxury car that picked him up. It's important to note that he was accompanied by a large number of security vehicles, helicopters, and bodyguards, despite no longer having private security. This is particularly relevant, and I believe it's an unexpected development in all that we're discussing. As you know, Harry is clear about his role and that he now needs to be with his father, leaving behind any conflicts. On the other hand, the monarchy is acting generously by assigning him a team of bodyguards again. This goes against what was believed, as in 2020, Harry and Meghan Markle resigned from their official duties, and police security was withdrawn from them during their stay in the United Kingdom. They took this decision to the High Court, and it was the body itself that determined they couldn't hire security personnel even during their travels when they broke ties with the British royal family. Now, surprisingly, they are providing security again. It is at least suspicious that Camilla is not acting as regent queen at this time and is not performing the institutional functions that correspond to King Charles personally. I consider it would be a good option for Harry and William to take on the responsibilities and for Camilla not to be in the foreground. In my opinion, Camilla contributes very little at the institutional level, although she has been respected by the British. She has not managed to garner solid support as Kate Middleton has, for example. By the way, speaking of Kate Middleton, rumors about her health do not cease. It is mentioned that something serious could have recently happened, including mental health problems, a self-harm attempt, and significant psychological issues that would require a long period of recovery before returning to her official duties. Therefore, it seems that Prince William is trying to restore normality in this situation. Prince William has a significant burden at the moment, His mother died amid a media scandal. His father is dealing with cancer, and his wife is currently incapacitated to assume institutional responsibilities. Furthermore, his only brother is not in the best conditions regarding his children. They seem to be more under the care of their in-laws than otherwise. And these in-laws are dealing with financial problems since their event organization and party product company went bankrupt due to Brexit. The situation is complicated, and the family is going through tough times. In my opinion, William's personal situation does not seem to be good at the moment. I understand that King Charles of England would have decided to rely on him, his son, to be together frequently. It is publicly mentioned that he often travels to his son's house, and they spend time together maintaining a good relationship. This surprises me because considering this close relationship, he could have delegated his institutional functions to his son instead of Camilla. This raises questions and is somewhat suspicious. However, what follows is particularly interesting in relation to the various conspiracy theories surrounding the reign of Charles of England. Many users are bringing up an image from the day of his enthronement. In this image, you can see in the background what appears to be a representation of the Grim Reaper or Death. At the time, it was said to be a monk, but given the current circumstances, this appearance raises eyebrows. It seems like an important and mysterious signal at such a significant ceremony. It is strange that something like this would happen. People wonder if this is normal and find it unsettling. Some believe it is very suspicious and frightening. Additionally, just a few months after ascending to the throne, Charles of England experienced one of the most emotional and long-awaited days of his life, as he had waited a long time to become king while his elderly and healthy mother was still alive. Now, in addition to this appearance in the image, something else has been confirmed. Cancer. Cancer is an especially delicate disease, and some people are directly blaming Prince Harry for causing his father's cancer due to the multiple distresses he has caused him. They claim that prolonged stress can have serious consequences on the body, such as stomach illnesses and, in extreme cases, tumors that can lead to death. Personally, I am not sure to what extent Prince Harry can be blamed for making his father ill due to his actions against the British monarchy. It is true that they have recently stirred controversy, but claiming that they have caused cancer seems exaggerated. What do you think? The British press emphasizes the importance of King Charles making his diagnosis public and receiving treatment. This can raise awareness about the importance of undergoing regular medical checkups, especially as we age, to prevent late diagnoses. The latest news on this topic is truly impactful, with several media outlets such as the Daily Mail and the Evening Standard covering King Charles's departure from Clarence House and his subsequent transfer by helicopter to Buckingham Palace. This situation is very concerning, and everyone can judge the severity of it for themselves. As always, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the upcoming videos.